What is good, you guys? Welcome back to the Year Report. Welcome back to a brand new video where we talk about all things Miami Heat basketball. This time focusing in on the last video before the Heat versus Bucks game, which is actually very soon. It's 2 days away, a day away actually. So yeah, man, I mean, the Heat and the Bucks play right around the corner. Saturday, 2 p.m. tip-off, and this is the last preview / discussion video about the Heat versus Bucks game before we get into game one. After game one, I'm going to be making my game one reaction video, and then we'll go so on and so forth, and we'll see how we do from there. But as far as, previews and actual discussions about the game and the series in general, this is probably the last video until game one. So if you guys want to go, if you guys have not checked out my offensive and defensive game plan videos about this series, make sure you guys go check them out. They were uploaded on Wednesday and Thursday respectively. Both videos were talking about 5 keys for the Miami Heat's offensive and defensive game plan against the Milwaukee Bucks in this very crucial series. So please go check them out. You guys have absolutely been killing it with the support on the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, because we post almost daily bangers and sometimes even double uploads. So yeah, man, you guys really need to join the community if you guys are new, because it really helps out the channel and you guys get some good content hopefully. So yeah, and if you guys are OGs of the channel, make sure y'all drop that drop some likes and drop some comments below of your thoughts on this game. And yeah, let's get right into it. So one last thing before we get right into it. I saw the comments. A lot of people were talking about not only on this video but even on previous videos, some people were talking about my second channel, which is actually attributed to just NBA basketball in general, not limited to just Heat content. I did stop posting a little bit on that second channel because, number one, when I was in the process of making my second channel, I was actually going through a lot of exams and college material, so it was pretty tough to manage 2 channels. And number two, I just got on break a couple weeks ago, and I'm trying to grind my main channel. But a lot of people are asking me to post some more stuff on my second channel. I will be doing that for you, and there will be a video that's uploaded today on my second channel. Go check it out. The link's in the description, and it'll be the pinned comment in the comment section below. So go check that out if you guys have not already. It's just me talking about the NBA and doing some fun stuff with NBA related, like quizzes and all that stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, the link's in the description and in the pinned comment. So go check that out, man. You guys are absolutely the best. So let's get right into it. The Heat versus Bucks tip off on Saturday at 2 p.m. Very stoked for this series, actually, not just this game. The series is going to be incredible. I'm super excited. I watched all the interviews of Spo, K-Nun. I think Duncan did an interview. Bam did an interview. Jimmy did an interview. And I think I watched Giannis's interview as well. Giannis's interview was like really long for some reason. I don't know why it was like 20 minutes long. That took me a long time to go through. But I mean, looking at the body language, I'm not like a body language expert, but looking at how the Heat players and how Coach Spo is talking, they seem very confident. Especially Jimmy, but I'm looking at the differences in mindset. And like I said, I'm not a psychologist. Whatever I'm saying might just be nonsense if the Bucks whitewash the Heat. But if you look at Giannis's answers compared to Jimmy's answers in particular, Giannis was like, I don't know if it's gonna be different from last year. Who knows? It could be the same. They could beat us again, or we could beat them. I don't know what's going to happen. Jimmy was like, I think the words were, I'm stupidly locked in or focused or something like that. And he was talking about they were talking about an old quote that he said, where he said, the guys just need to get us to the playoffs and then I'll handle the rest, or something like that. So he's confident. And I don't know if y'all saw that picture. The dude is jacked. Jimmy Butler looks absolutely shredded in that picture. I don't know what he was doing. Adam Silver better not drug test that man, but they might, because the NBA is just like that. But go look at that picture. It's on the Miami Heat socials. Jimmy Butler looks absolutely, he looks ready. He looks ready. Even in his press conference or an interview, not press conference, he looks ready, man. The team looks ready. I'm really confident, excited, all of the above. I think we'll win this series. I don't want to sound cocky and be like, it's gonna be not even close because the Bucks are a really good team. But I just think that the Heat. Everyone's talking about, when they were doing the interviews, especially like Duncan, Spo, they were like, this is like the first time that the team has really gotten to, practice together, like sit down and just take a long look at things and analyze the opponent in depth and all that stuff, because they've had a week off finally, so they've just been able to calm down instead of worrying about playing, one game here, traveling the next day, and then playing another game and all that stuff. They don't have to worry about the hectic schedule, so they've really had time to lock in on the Bucks, and that's really encouraging to me because it shows that we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes prepping. Really excited for K Nunn in particular. He got interviewed and was really excited because obviously we all know that he did not really get his full experience last year in his first playoffs because of the fact that he was coming back from the coronavirus. So this year he's fully healthy, and he is going to be a big factor, man. I don't think a lot of people are talking about him. People are talking about, okay, Ariza's in for Jay Crowder. Dwayne Dedmon is a new face. But no one is talking about the fact that K Nunn barely played last year against the Bucks, and when he did play, he was just not himself. And he played against them recently, gave them 31, and I think he could be a big X factor. Like, how last year Goran Dragic was the guy who stepped up big in the playoffs. He was our leading scorer until the finals. K Nunn, don't be surprised if he has the same or similar impact on our team. Not a lot of people are, he's kind of going under the radar as far as X factors are concerned because, he did not play last year, and a lot of people are not talking about that. So K Nunn might be the difference. He might be the difference. But on the other hand, you have to look at the Bucks and say, as far as I know, Giannis's answers were kind of, meh. They were like, his body language is a little bit, off, in my opinion. They have dogs on their team, like Drew Holiday is a dog. Drew Holiday is not going to back down from anything. He's going to guard anyone. PJ Tucker's a dog. So those two additions are going to be big for the Bucks, especially on the defensive end. I'm super excited for this matchup, man. I love two competitors going at it, like Jimmy and Drew. That matchup is going to be insane. Like, I know Drew's gonna be guarding Jimmy. I know Jimmy's gonna try to go at him. Chris Middleton is probably going to guard. He's probably gonna guard. He's probably gonna guard like someone like K Nunn, or he might be the guy. They might put Drew on Duncan to chase him around and run him off the 3-point line, and they might put Chris Middleton on Jimmy, put Giannis on Bam, or Brook Lopez on Bam, and put Giannis on, either K Nunn or Ariza or something like that. They have a lot of great defenders. They have a lot of length. I just think that, where the Bucks really get let down, in my opinion, is their coaching. Their coach, Mike Budenholzer, is a great regular season coach, but in the playoffs, for some reason, it just never seems to work for him. It never does. I had someone last year before the series try to tell me he was a better coach than Spo. I was like, no way. Even before we played them, I knew Mike Budenholzer. He's a good coach in the regular season. Don't get me wrong, man. There's a reason he's still in the job, but their Spo is levels ahead of him. I'm sorry, he is. And I can give you guys a long list of Mike Budenholzer doing some dumb stuff last year. Number one, he played Giannis and Chris Middleton, limited them to I think below 35 minutes in do or die games, like in game 3. He limited their minutes for some reason. Number 2, he didn't ask Giannis, who was the defensive player of the year, to take the challenge to guard Jimmy Butler. Instead, it was George Hill or someone like that Jimmy Butler was torching. Number 3, he went 11 deep into his rotation for some reason, started giving out minutes to Frank Mason. He played Pat Connaughton a lot more than Wesley Matthews, who was actually making an impact, in my opinion. He was just a lot of questionable decisions for me made by Mike Budenholzer that he's going to have to fix up if he wants to, if he wants to be the favorite of this series, because the Heat, though, I'm telling you guys right now, off talent, the Bucks have a more talented roster than the Heat. Drew Holiday is absolutely correct, but that's not what series are won off of. Talent is cool. You need coaching, you need chemistry, And you just need to be ready for the playoffs. Like, you can have the talent on your roster if you want. The Heat, in my opinion, are just a playoff. They're built for the playoffs. They're just built for the playoffs. They have guys that can beat you from anywhere. They have, they have a go-to guy down the stretch, which I don't think the Bucks have. I don't think the Bucks have a go-getter down the stretch. Chris Middleton can, Drew Holiday can, but are they certified guys that you're giving the ball to and saying, you know what, guys, win me this game? They're not consistent guys that do that. They're very good featured players, but they're not a guy that you want the ball in their hands down the stretch, as like for every single game. That's not who they are. Jimmy Butler is that guy. The Heat already have the advantage there. Number 2, they have an elite coach. The Heat have the advantage there as well. Number 3, I know the stats might not really back it up this year because we started off so bad at the beginning of the year because our players are really not healthy. The Heat have shooters. Duncan Robinson is the best shooter in the series. Tyler Hero can get hot easily. Goran Dragic, Kendrick Nunn, Trevor Ariza, all these guys can shoot the 3-ball prolifically. And then even people like Nemanja Bjelica, who might get thrown in, he's known for his 3-point shooting. If Max Strus gets thrown in, he's known for his 3-point shooting. The Heat have shooters that can beat the Bucks. And then number 4, they have the engine of the team, Bam Adebayo, who is a Swiss Army knife, who by the way, it's a crime that he got snubbed from Defensive Player of the Year finalists. Absolute disgrace that he got snubbed. No way he shouldn't. It's so funny to me that Bam was 3rd in the ladder the whole season. Not the whole season, but towards the end of the season. And then somehow he gets put at 4 or 5 or whatever, because I love Draymond Green, but it's recency bias. I'm telling you, it's recency bias. If Draymond Green did not do what he did to Anthony Davis in the playing game versus the Lakers, he would not be this high. I'm sorry. There was no way. Draymond Green was not even top 5 on the ladder. At the end of the season, the ladder was Rudy Gobert, Ben Simmons, Bam, Clint Capella, Giannis. Draymond Green was 6 through 10, somewhere down there, with the likes of Jimmy, I think Matisse Thybulle, OG Anunoby, and I think some other people. There's no way that Bam should not have been top 3. He is a guy that can not only guard 1 through 5 on the defensive end, but the reason he's such a big X factor in the series is if he starts using that mid-range jump shot, and if he starts developing that offensive skill set, which he's already developed a little bit. Last year against the Bucks, he was not, refined offensively as he is right now. He did not have that mid-range jumper in his bag as much as he does right now, which is why you saw Brook Lopez playing off of him so much, because in Brook Lopez's mind, last year's playoffs, Bam was not really shooting the mid-range jumper like that against the Bucks. There was a couple times late in the shot clock that he had to shoot it because the shot clock was running out and he hit them. But in the Bucks' mind, you're living with those shots because Bam was not known for that. Well, clearly, the Bucks don't respect it this year either. And if Bam does not make them pay, then it's going to be a very tough series. Bam is the guy that's going to determine the series for us. I know Jimmy's going to be Jimmy. I know, the shooters, you can't really control. They're either hitting or missing shots. We don't know about that. But Bam Adebayo, not only because of his defense, but if he takes advantage of how the defense is playing him on the offensive end, that will be, in my opinion, the deciding factor of this series. So I think that is what we have to look at. I love our team. I think we can beat the Bucks from a lot of different ways. I think this team is built for the Bucks, right? I think we are. I think the Bucks are a better team, but I don't think we're, a worse team than we were last year. Not by any means. I think our backup center is better. No disrespect to Olynyk, but Dwayne Dedmon provides defense, rim protection, and a lob threat. Olynyk can space the floor, but he's a very streaky shooter. Okay, last year he was our backup center, and I don't want people talking about what he's doing right now in Houston. That's not the player he was in Miami. He's not getting that many shots in Miami. And then Trevor Ariza and Jay Crowder, I think Jay Crowder's a better shooter, but I think Trevor Ariza is a better defender. It just depends on what you prefer, right? You know, Trevor Ariza can shoot the ball, but Jay Crowder can defend. But I think they just both bring a little bit different things, right? Both Swiss Army knife type players. And you have to factor in that all these young guys got better. Tyler got better. You know, Duncan adjusted to the defense as well. Kendrick is going to be playing in his full first playoffs. Bam got immensely better. And you have Jimmy Butler, the head of the snake. I think this series will be absolutely amazing to watch. My prediction, like I said, Heat in 6. That's what I think. Hopefully we get it done in 6. Hopefully we get it done even sooner than 6. If we lose this series, though, serious changes are going to have to be made in the offseason. But it's going to have to start in Game 1, man. Let's deal one on the road. Hopefully we do. I'll see y'all after Game 1 with my Game 1 reaction. And yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe. And the OGs, make sure y'all like and drop a comment below. I'll see y'all later as always, man. Peace.